So I started thinking like, well, fuck, I couldn't find diehards because the Sears around where I live, they were going out of business. I don't know where you live, but I know they're pretty gone. So I found out later on that Advanced Auto Parts carries them, but that's after the fact. So I did some homework. I really wanted to buy the S power battery or whatever that. I'm sure you base heads know, but I have to order them. They gotta ship them, and it's like, nah, dude. I want something that I have warranty on, where if something happens, I just go, hey, this is my problem, boom, done. That's what I did. I did some homework on the Odysseys. Didn't see really nobody fucking with them, So I have a good system. It's running fine. Like I said, I didn't do what McMahon requested, running that wire from the alternator through the gauge from the back of the alternator. What I did, I went to the factory. I ain't had no problems with charging at all, nothing. I went from the factory terminal. Damn, it's pretty dark, man. I should have got a fucking light, but as you see, you can see this wire right here. That wire right there, that little kink, that goes to the block, right? So I put the factory back on, which I went to my buddies that have a shop. We looked at another truck to see how the system works, because like I said, I was having problems with the yellow top. It was cooking it. So I had got another yellow top. We wired it, just like that. Put the factory back on through the sensor, dude. See it? Through that sensor. And then I squeezed off that same terminal. I squeezed the 0 gauge, because I'm running 0 gauge. So I put the factory back on, and I put the 0 gauge through the sensor. Zip tied that bitch. There's a factory wire that goes to the headlights. I guess that's the ground for the headlights. That also has to go through the sensor to tell the alternator how much, hey, I need juice when you're running the lights at night or whatever. Goes through the sensor. I left that those zip ties you see I just pressed them on the sensor to make sure there ain't no problems. Boom. I kind of got some chicken shit. Lugs right here works fine, because I ordered a new setup. Before that was just like, I was having problems with the batteries, blah blah blah, so I was straight up changing shit. So this worked. What I did is work. I don't have no problem. Maybe other people did it different, I don't know. This works for me. Factory, 0 gauge through it, the headlight original wire through that sensor. Now, instead of bringing that 0 gauge, which I had, I went from the frame to the firewall. I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't know. Like I said, it works for me. No problems, all right? So the meaning of this video is just going over the overcap of what I've done. You know what I'm saying? This battery here, I changed just recently. That's why I'm gonna do that doing this video. Now, I currently had that battery, all right, in there, right? And then I have an additional battery of this same model towards my amps, all right? So I'm running 2 batteries in this truck. So putting out 14.9, all right, stable. These batteries, when I did the research, the Odyssey, they do a, let's see right here. This is what I loved about them. Everybody's sleeping on them, all right? This is what I loved about it. No additional charge. No additional charge current limit. So when I turn it on, I don't have to worry about it cooking it, it can handle it. But once I guess the system talks to it, these are supposed to be really smart batteries, it has a cycle charge voltage 14.4, 14.8. Float charge voltage 13.5, 13.8. Now, I noticed with my truck, I watch the gauges a lot. This is a new one, so I really don't know how the outcome's gonna be on this. I'm keeping the other ones, you know, for the amp, which I don't really need them, but I think a lot of people slept on these, man. These motherfuckers are badass. Like they're really good. From my experience, the ones that I showed you really work with this truck. 2008 model Silverado. Guess y'all could kind of see it, you know. Not that model, but this model, you know, with the little bubble fender. I ain't had no complaint. Them yellow tops, I'm sorry, man, they're trash, straight trash. These, I love them. So this is a marine battery that doesn't go to the group size of my truck. So I was like, well, fuck, I'll just throw that bitch in my amps. But I want to see if this bitch fits before I do that, you know, because I like the terminals, but I have all that shit set up. It's just I didn't buy the correct things here because, like I said, I was going through batteries, the yellow top and the original diehard that I had that had went out, because it was like, I think I went 5 years on that one, 6 years. So my setup was a whole lot different. So I said, well, fuck, you know, is this one gonna fit? So like I said, I popped it in. This is the brace that goes there from the factory, you know? And it I can't really show you really good, but you can see it clears. What I like about it is the negatives on that side now. You see where my positive was on that side. So for safety reasons of that kind of being in a clearance, I'm gonna put a rubber matte tape they use, you know? But anyways, just for precaution, but at least the metal side is by the ground side, you know, and the positives over here. It's brand new, man. I haven't even used it, you know. So like I said, I know people sleep on these. I bought it at AutoZone, you know, so I know people sleep on them. You know, give them a try, because you want to buy batteries that if something happens. Now the only thing I can say is, like, you got to make sure they're stocked. You might have to drive to another one that has it, but at least it's in your city. You're not buying off of Amazon, you're not buying off of eBay, you're not buying off the internet where they tell you, hey, go to blah 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 and drop it off here, and then hope that they have one to replace it, you know. So like I said, in this case, I buy warranty on every fucking thing I have, you know. So, you know, just throwing that out there to help y'all, you know. So I'm gonna hook it up, man, and then I'll do another video on it, see how it does. I'll test run it maybe in a couple days, you know. I don't see myself driving this in a while, man. But probably, I mean, I'm gonna crank it on, you know. I got plans today anyways, but I might pull it out Friday or Saturday, base the fuck out of it. I'll pull over somewhere and then I'll give y'all an update video of, see if I notice anything different. Is it holding more or whatever, you know. So that battery right there cost me like, I think 300. These right here were like 280 or something like that. 272 with, you know, and then with the tax. This was the one I had in the front. It's not much difference, you know. It's 723 co-cranking amp, the same float charge, no additional current limit, you know, 14.4, 14.8, same shit. It's just 50 more on the PHCA and a little more on the co-cranking amp, you know. So ain't really much of a difference, you know, but that's marine, this one's not. This model goes with this Silverado, so it fit really good, you know. So forgive the dogs, you know, I can't control it, but you know, that's what it is, man.